Prosecutor, a mini review in Crossout by Dangerously Incompetent. Now I was going to do a full review of the Prosecutor and I was busy playing away with it, taking into battles, seeing its weaknesses, what it pairs up with, what builds it works on, all that sort of thing. But in their wisdom, the developers have decided to say, we're going to make a whole slew of canon changes, and at the moment there is a mass test server gone up with all those changes on for everybody to look at and rant and whine and all the rest of it. So whatever conclusions I come to with the Prosecutor review is a very good chance is going to be obsolete in a couple of weeks' time when all those changes go live. If they go live, of course. So in the meantime, I'm going to tell you what I've garnered about the Prosecutor in a quick review. The Prosecutor is a special rarity limited traverse cannon, and it's an upgrade from the Judge, or a downgrade from the Executioner, if you want to look at it that way. But we'll look at it from the point of view of upgrade from the Judge. It's got the same form factor, more or less, but it's a little bit bigger. So if you're upgrading from the your build from using Judges, you might not be able to fit the Prosecutor in the gap the Judge left behind. You might have to rejig your build a bit to fit it in. It's got 275 more power score, and for that 275 more power score, you get an extra half a bar of damage, huzzah, half a bar less fire rate, oh, that's not so good, same range, same accuracy, same max ammo, a bit more durability, same energy drain, and a bit more mass. And then we get the interesting bit. Because it's a special, it gets a perk. And the perk is fires armor piercing projectiles exploding after penetration of 32 points or 32 centimeters of armor. And that's the fun bit. Let's see the perk in action. Here we have a 70 license plate vehicle, fresh from the dealers, hasn't even scratched the paint yet. My shot penetrates the protective structure parts and explodes in the heart of his machine. Result, boom goes a Jenny or a fuel tank or an ammo crate, and like that, my victim does a Kaiser Soze and disappears. That's what you're paying the 275 extra power score for. Now that sort of thing doesn't happen every battle, don't get your hopes up that high. I mean, penetrating 32 points of durability is not a huge amount in the scheme of things, but it'll deal with spaced armor most of the time. And getting this to happen relies on you shooting at the enemy's generator or fuel barrel, if they have one. I mean, you could increase the occurrence of that happening by using a neutrino scope, which will show you super things to shoot with your cannon. But the penetration lets you wreck an undamaged opponent often enough. As it is now on the live server in version 0.11.10, the Prosecutor is a nice weapon, and it's a nice upgrade to the Judge. It's not OP or anything, but you'll definitely be happy paying the 275 more power score than the Judge in order to get that penetration perk. However, the devs have proposed a slew of changes for cannons, and specific to the Prosecutor is an increase in the energy requirement from 5 to 6. In my opinion, this would make the Prosecutor underpowered and an undesirable weapon. I wouldn't recommend it. If we use this build that I'm flying around in as an example, with 6 energy Prosecutors, I'd either have to lose the engine and the Radar-detector, or I'd have to add a generator, either an Ampere, which is super weak and explosive, or a Charge, which is super heavy, and neither of those options are desirable. Of course, the change might not come to the live server, or the Prosecutor may also get some sort of buff in this rebalancing. Well, you either have to wait and see, or head on over to the test server. That's it for this video. See you in battle, survivors.